Hello children, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. After a long time, it was a huge gap, after which I have again started making the videos. So we are back again. Today I am going to discuss with you all lesson 2 of your history book, SST book, the establishment of companies' power. Okay, this is included in your first unit test examination, which will take place after your summer vacation. I have already finished the chapter in the class, but then also I'm making the video so that those who are absent can easily follow it up. Okay, so without wasting a single moment, let's start the lesson. The lesson's name is the establishment of companies' power. Now, which are the companies about which this chapter is trying to explain, or the companies about which we are going to learn or make ourselves acknowledged in this lesson? The companies are the basically British East India companies. You know pretty well, British East India companies are the companies who first started their business in India, and their motto was to ruin India. From one side, they were there to do the trade business with India, because India was having a very rich resource like cotton, jute. It was easily available in India. Nowadays, this is available there. So this was really very helpful for the British to just come to India, do the trade, do the business, and make themselves highly profitable. They did so because they were trying to enrich themselves, or enrich their economical ground or economical strength, you can say, by doing business in India. Okay, so the lesson starts with mercantilism and trade wars. Now, what is mercantilism? There are some specific terms in this chapter which you need to understand first before making this chapter explained or cleared to you. Okay, so mercantilism is basically an economical system which persisted in India in the time of 16th to 18th century, because that was the time span when there was huge business. ওকে, প্রচুর পরিমাণে তখন বিজনেস হয়েছিল, ট্রেড হয়েছিল। ওকে, সো এই ট্রেডটা 16th to 18th সেঞ্চুরির মাঝখানে হয়েছিল। Did you understand? So mercantilism is a profit-making economic policy. During the 16th and 18th centuries, all the progressive European countries wanted to make profits through trade. Just now I have already told you. It was understood that a country could progress if it produced more than its consumption. Jotota consumption ache, or it's like you need 1 kg of flour, but you are having 5 kgs of flour. That means you are having much more than what is your requirement. That is the profit making process, or the trade process, you can say. Okay. Hence, the countries started exporting more important raw materials at cheaper rates for profit. Thus, the profit-making policy or mercantilism led to monopoly in trade and trade wars. Now, another term, monopoly. Mono means one, poly means control. So those companies who were able to do the business in this procedure, what is the procedure? To give the demanded product in a very cheap rate. Actually, this was a befooling system. The person who is purchasing things from you, তাকে কম পয়সায় দিচ্ছি, দিয়ে আমি অনেক বেশি প্রফিট করছি। কি করে আমি কাউকে কম পয়সায় জিনিস বিক্রি করে কি করে আমি বেশি প্রফিট করব? এটা একটা ভাববার বিষয়। অ্যামাউন্ট বেশি, আমার কোয়ান্টিটিতে বেশি খরচ হচ্ছে, মানে সেল হচ্ছে, সেটা বুঝতে হবে। যেমন তোমরা যখন কোথাও জিন্স কিনতে যাও, তোমরা যদি একটা জিন্স 1000 টাকায় পাও, সেটা প্রফিটেবল? নাকি 6টা জিন্স যদি 1000 টাকায় পাও, সেটা প্রফিটেবল? বা 3টে জিন্স 1000 টাকায় পাও, সেটা প্রফিটেবল? এই যে বিভিন্ন জায়গায় অফার্স চলে, বাই টু গেট ওয়ান ফ্রি, বাই টু গেট ওয়ান ফ্রি, এই যে জিনিসগুলো, বা ইন সাম শপিং মলস অফার্স থাকে, ইফ ইউ বাই দ্য things in more than 1500 amount, then you will get a gift. সে গিফটে যে কোনো জিনিস হতে পারে। সেটা প্রফিটেবল কেন? বিকজ যেটা আমি পাচ্ছি তার অ্যামাউন্ট আমাকে দিতে হচ্ছে না, ঠিক আছে? তো দিস থিং ওয়াজ লাইক দ্যাট, দে ওয়ে সেলিং প্রোডাক্ট ইন এ ভেরি চিপ রেট বাট ইন আ হিউজ কোয়ান্টিটি। অটোমেটিক্যালি সেল বেশি হচ্ছে, সেল বেশি হচ্ছে মানেই প্রফিট বেশি হচ্ছে, ঠিক আছে? একটা রেইনকোট, if it costs 700, apart from that, if you buy 2 raincoats in 700, that is much more profitable for the person who is purchasing and for the person who is selling. How? আমি যখন একটা ভালো প্রোডাক্ট কম দামে দেব, that is going to knock the mind of the people that the thing which I have purchased, its quality is marvelous, fabulous. So আমি ওখান থেকেই আবার জিনিস কিনবো কেন? বিকজ ওর কোয়ালিটিটা ভালো। তো these people, they stressed on this matter that we will maintain the quality but we will give in a very cheap rate so that the level of quantity or the level of production will rise. যখন এই লেভেল অফ প্রোডাকশন রাইজ করবে, আমার প্রফিট বেশি হবে, স্বাভাবিক। বোঝাতে পারলাম? কি করে বেশি হবে? আমি অনেক বেশি মানুষের কাছে নিজের প্রোডাক্টটাকে প্রেজেন্ট করতে পারছি, আই ক্যান ডেলিভার। অ্যাপারেন্টলি আমি একজনকে দিচ্ছি, কিন্তু সেই যখন ওটাকে পরে কোথাও যাচ্ছে বা কারোর সঙ্গে ইন্টারাকশনে আসছে, দেন দ্য আদার পার্সন ইজ অলসো গেটিং নলেজ অ্যাবাউট মাই প্রোডাক্ট, and who can say the person the next day will come to me and purchase the product from me. Okay, ebar when one company is doing that, very obviously other companies will also try to do it. এবার what I am doing for my profit, যদি আমি দেখি সেই একই কাজ আর একজনও তার প্রফিটের জন্য করছে, তাহলে আমার সঙ্গে তো তার ওয়ার হবেই, যুদ্ধ হবেই, বিকজ I'll stop the person to do it. আমি তাকে অ্যালাউ করবো না ওটা করতে, তার কারণ তাতে তো আমার লস, রাইট? সো দিজ ওয়ে দ্য রিজনস ফর দ্য ট্রেড ওয়ার্স which took place in those time, that is in 16th to 18th century. কীরকম ট্রেড ওয়ার্স দেখো, হল্যান্ড ট্রেড ওয়ার্স কোথায় কোথায় হয়েছিল? হল্যান্ড, পর্তুগাল, ইংল্যান্ড, ফ্রান্স অ্যান্ড ইস্ট ইন্ডিয়া কোম্পানি অফ ইংল্যান্ড emerged victorious. Victorious means they were succeeded. By the 17th and 18th century, Europeans sank each other's ship, blocked sea routes, and debarred the movement of supplies of rivals. To fortify the settlements, European traders were at loggerhead with the local rulers. European traders কি করলো? তারা সি রুট বন্ধ করে দিল, যারা বিজনেস করছে তাদের আটকে দিল, তারপরে যে সাপ্লাইগুলো তারা র মেটেরিয়ালের করছিল সেগুলোকে তারা স্টপ করে দিল। কীভাবে? দে বেয়ার দেয়ার ওয়ে, দে লক দেয়ার ওয়ে, দে স্টপ দেম ফ্রম ডুইং দ্যাট বাই ক্রিয়েটিং ব্যারিয়ার্স। এবার those companies which flourished, like we will talk about them now. What were the basic companies which were persisting at that time during the trade wars? Portuguese, Dutch, Danish East India Company, French East India Company, English British East India Company. তাহলে আমরা কী কী পেলাম? দ্য পর্তুগিজ পেলাম, ডাচ পেলাম, ড্যানিশ পেলাম, ফ্রেঞ্চ পেলাম, ইংলিশ পেলাম। 5 companies were there who were running to confirm their placement in this trade wars. Portuguese were the first to establish trade links with India. The trade posts or the centers set up by the trading companies came to be known as factories. Either factories were allowed. Over time, these factories were also set up in the residential quarters of trading, merchant. Later, they were fortified. প্রথম দিকে they were established as the companies. They were supported by the merchants. পরবর্তীকালে they were changed. Portuguese very famous sailor is Vasco da Gama. He discovered the sea route, you know it pretty well, in 1498. ঠিক আছে? And the Portuguese, the areas where they established their rule was Calicut, Cochin, Goa, Daman, Diu, Pessin and Salsette in the western coast of India. Okay, so till Portuguese, I think the point is clear. Similarly, like that, the Danish East India Company flourished, the Dutch flourished, French flourished, English flourished. Danish was formed in 1602. Dutch was formed in 1602. Danish 1616. French 1664. English East India Company 1600. So on 31st December 1600, they were granted to royal charter from Queen Elizabeth. At that time, Queen Elizabeth was holding the power. Under her guidance, all the companies were getting flourished. Did you understand? So, next class, we will go through Anglo-French rivalries in India. That is, there were First Carnatic War, Second Carnatic War. We will go through that. Go through the part which I have explained right now. This is your page number 11, 10, 11, 12 and 13 before the case study. You go through. And I have any doubts, you all know you have to drop message in my WhatsApp box. I'll see it and I'll definitely fulfill your queries or give answers to your questions or clear your doubts. Okay? Now you're in your home enjoying your summer vacation. By side, go through the books also, because if you keep yourself totally out of the books, when the school will get open, then you will be in a big trouble, in a bad situation. So don't do that. Go through your books. I'll be back with you very soon with later parts of this chapter. Till then, stay healthy, drink plenty of water and have a nice summer vacation. Thank you. Bye-bye.